You're being asked to focus on yourself, skincare, nurturing, the gym, right? Because if you were to jump back into something with them, you would be hurting yourself. Whatever decisions they have been taking in your relationships, or whatever decision they took, it was the wrong one. And sooner or later, they will come to realize that. If they're dealing with another person, it's sad to say this person is only here for the good times. You're being compared to them with the Queen of Cups because you were emotionally there for them when they didn't have anyone, right? When I tell you that you being unbothered by this human being, you being unbothered by their actions of this person is what's gonna make you have power over them. Acknowledge that. I want you to see that. I want you to know that, right? The reason being, it's because, look, people push on their behavior to other people, right? And I felt it. I feel like they're so bothered over the fact that you no longer look bothered by their actions or by the stuff they did to you. It's not that it did not bother you. It's the fact that you're focusing more on your healing. You're focusing more on your nurturing. You're focusing more on detaching from this human being, right? I don't know why I feel like maybe you guys could have friends in common. Maybe you guys could have friends in common. If you guys don't have friends in common, they could be talking to their friends about you, okay? Or I don't know why I feel like they kind of talk bad about their friends, right? And to me, I feel this is coming out like they like to criticize people, but they don't realize that they're the ones that kind of have those flaws within themselves, right? That's specifically what's coming out very, 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 very strongly. But look, I'm telling you, right now, when it comes down to this situation and the Lover's reverse, you're being asked to let go. You're being asked to not fully let go of the situation, but you're definitely being asked to put yourself in the perspective of, you know what? You caused me dissatisfaction. Let me move on from this, right? You're no longer holding on tight to it because you know it brings you dissatisfaction and you know it brings you balance, with the Lover specifically being shown right here in reverse, right? I feel like that when you and this person were in a relationship, or maybe if you guys are still in a relationship, they could have had these underlying feelings of maybe trying to make you jealous, right? But I feel like they were trying to make you jealous or tell you stuff so you can validate, so they could know that they were special in some way. I don't know what it's. I feel like this person also lacks a shit ton of self-love within themselves, right? So it's like they will try to make you jealous to try to get a reaction out of you or kind of try to put you down. But in reality, it's because they really wanted to know whether you really had something for them, because that's how insecure they are within themselves. I feel like they also struggle to understand that self-love is a concept, right? They feel like by chasing outer validation, they feel like by chasing outer stuff, that would bring them a sense of satisfaction. And that's why we have the humongous imbalance right here with the Lovers, right? It's like they're always going to be chasing this form of satisfaction, right? But in reality, they're never truly going to be able to reach it. Ooh. If they're dealing with a person, they know they fucked up. If they're dealing with someone else, they know they fucked up, right? First of all, because right now, this relationship that they could be dealing with, or that they could be on, no, I don't think it's a relationship. I think it's more of a situationship. I feel like with the Seven of Cups, Two of Pentacles, and Queen of Wands reverse, it's not really bringing them as much satisfaction as they thought it would, right? First of all, we do have the emotional detachment right here with the Eight of Cups, but the Eight of Cups comes out when somebody moved on but fully did not emotionally let go of. The Eight of Cups has been coming out a lot recently, right? Then we also have the Nine of Wands reverse, the Wounded Warrior. I feel like this is coming out like you. right? I feel like you're coming out as the wounded warrior, and I will give you the Queen of Cups. If you rewind the video, before I shuffled, the Queen of Cups reversed was on top of the deck. It comes out twice now. That means this is you. Right now, you could be a lot into self-care. Right now, you could be a lot into like creating for yourself, becoming the best version of yourself, doing a lot for yourself. Here's the difference. If they're dealing with a third party, they view that third party as the Queen of Wands reverse. The Queen of Wands reverse, that's She-Wolf by Shakira. That's someone that's just right there for the good time. And it's kind of fucked because they're also using this person for their own personal gain. But you're coming out as the Queen of Cups. The emotional attachment to you is still right there. And now we mix that with the Eight of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, that emotional attachment to you, or they're holding on to that emotional attachment. Matter of fact, no, let me rephrase that. They're holding on to what emotionally you were able to provide for them, right? Because this person right here is not able to provide them that emotional nurturing or that rush of emotion you were able to provide. Seven of Cups, Two of Pentacles. This signifies options and outer energy. If they're dealing with a third party, this relationship is unbalanced as fuck. 100%. But this person made this choice when they thought they had options. This person made this choice not in the best fucking mindset. Because the Seven of Cups tells you, choose fucking wisely. Because all these cups that we are presenting you, they're not what it seems. And they're not what it seems because you think they're better than what they actually are. That's why you see the fog, you see the daydreaming. Maybe you could be daydreaming with the Four of Cups and the Three of Cups and the Queen of Cups, but you're being asked to kind of stop daydreaming about them. Like I'm telling you, there is a sense that, shit, I'm not finding with this person what I found with you. The problem that I see right here is that they lack so much self-love. They knew you were going to be able to provide that for them. Going back to that, now that you're so focused on yourself, now that you are unbothered by their actions, they're feeling it. Okay? They might not be stalking you, but they're feeling it. I don't know why it's salsa just came up. Like some of you guys ate fucking spicy something, you know? Something spicy. This is you. Nine of Swords, the Queen of Cups. You're being asked to release. You're being asked to release. Okay? Because I feel like you're way too much in your head about this situation. And you're really being asked to let go of it, okay? The Four reverse, you are really being asked not to think about getting with them again. Because if you do, you will be hurting yourself. With the Four of Swords, there's this underlying energy right here of them really needing to rest from both situations because their irrational decisions put them in a place where they are really, really draining themselves really bad. Right? Be very careful with this person. Because I feel like things are undone, but I also feel like they don't think straight. Okay?